Hello, I'm Robin Leachy Martini. Thank you so much for joining us on today's program. It's such an exciting episode. As the world's leading Danzillologist, people often come to me with a specific question. How do I raise my Danzilla to reach the golden years, where it is happiest, most financially successful, and most attractive to the opposite sex? This is no easy task, but for the brave of heart, I've developed this wonderful video with some of the most exciting and cutting-edge Danzillologists in the field today. We're going to explore some exciting topics today, so get ready and get strapped in, because we're going to do it. Today we'll explore conception, childhood, extreme adolescence, accidental marriage, spawning, and finally, the golden years. Let's get started. We've got a lot of exciting material today, so strap in, you little kittens, because we're in for a ride.
Happy, happy birthday, happy, happy birthday, happy, happy birthday, happy, happy birthday.
Big fat bass, the big fat bass, big fat bass, the big fat bass, big fat.
Oh my god, what a treasure. These are just like the eggs our Danzilla was hatched from. Warm, chewy, wet, wild. It's just the kind of stuff. Looks like you've got a little Danzilla here. To make a Danzilla, you need a nice quiet place. Somewhere warm, fertile, then you're gonna hatch some eggs. That's how you get started.
I know places we can go, babe. I know places we can go, babe. The how fit here, babe.
Bass, the big fat bass, big fat bass, the big fat bass, big fat bass.
I'm just back from the wild with my friend Dolly to talk about the crucial second stage of Danzilla identification. Could your baby be a Danzilla? Here are 2 easy ways to find out. Number 1, extreme cuteness. Abnormally cute male Danzilla spawn are the most common attributes known to the species. Do not be fooled. This will fade as the child moves into extreme adolescence. Second sign, your child might be a Danzilla. Questionable heterosexuality. Do not be fooled by this trait. Despite the gorgeous, almost feminine-like features of the male Danzilla, this will change as the nose erupts into the second stage of evolutionary growth. However, the chance for producing second-generation homosexual offspring is very high. Even if the children are not homosexual, they may seem so by action and trait. Now let's go explore the dangerous and difficult phase 3, extreme adolescence.
Birthday tonight, hope you have a unicorn birthday.
Big fat bass, big fat bass, the big fat bass, big fat bass.
Good afternoon, my name is Jeremy Featheringbottom, and today I have brought you here to study the great anthropological mystery that is the Danzilla. I have donned the garb of the Danzilla and come to one of his favorite locations for roaming and mating, the Smoky Mountains, in order to better understand this creature today. One of the sections that we're going to be discussing today of the Danzilla is entitled by biological and anthropological academics alike, the extreme adolescence phase of Danzilla's prematuring. So, in order to better understand this, I have created some props because there is actually very little photographic evidence that we can find in the studies of the Danzilla, because he was so dynamic a creature and so effervescent and kinetic during this stage in life. So, the first thing we are going to discuss is the emergence of the giant schnoz during this period. The Danzilla's schnoz is one of his defining characteristics throughout his life, and this is really the time when it becomes most defining and characteristic of who he is. Secondly, this is the time period when Danzilla would take drugs and then bicycle to other states inexplicably to visit friends and partake in extreme nerdiness and do all sorts of general debauchery on his way. This debauchery would sometimes entail showing up at relatives' houses and baking inexplicably large amounts of bread and other baked products. The Danzillah is known for his generosity and hospitality, and one of the ways in which this generosity and hospitality shows itself is through his giving and baking of goods and carpentry. Thank you.
Big fat bass.
I can be the trouble, baby.
Hello, and welcome to our fourth installment in the study of the Danzillah. I, once again, am Jeremy Featheringbottom. Today, we are going to be discussing one of Danzillah's most unpredictable, one of his most impulsive, one of his most life-changing decisions. His decision to become married. During this time period, Danzillah found himself attractive, very attractive to various women. His toned physique, his obviously caring nature, and his goofy sense of humor all allowed him to woo women in a way that he had previously thought impossible. This newfound power overwhelmed Danzillah. He soon found himself rushing into a marriage that he did not quite completely understand, with a woman he did not quite completely know, because he was caught in the throes of passion and love. This led to a marriage explosion. Danzillah found himself fighting the tempest of marriage, caught up in the seas of passion and anger, and fueled into things that he did not quite completely understand, with a whole family that he was not quite knowing. Luckily, Danzillah left this marriage with 3 beautiful children. And from then on, he would cherish these children, and he would hold with him the marriage, and hold with him the knowledge and lessons that he had gained from this. This would help him become the fully mature and kind Danzillah that we see in the next few sections. Thank you.
You can be the bass. You can be the bass. You can be the bass. I can be the trouble, baby.
Hello, this is Marmalade Lovejoy reporting live from Boulder, Colorado. And we are reporting today on the story of Danzillah and the creation of such a being. Phase 5, the Danzillah spawning. The Jew gene will complete transformation from artistic nerd to professional nerd, and successfully develop a career and produce spawn of his own. Danzillahs are known to be very generous, and have also been known to care for spawn that are not even their own. Danzillahs are deeply committed to the welfare of its spawn, but will rely heavily on its mate to interpret and attend to the spawn's everyday emotional needs, temporary weight gain, and terrible hairstyle decisions, as well as questionable desire to dance and cause scenes at family weddings.
You can be the bass. You can be the bass. You can be the bass. I can be the trouble, baby.
Moving on to Phase 6, the Golden Years. After enduring all 5 phases, one then enters the precious golden years of Danzillah. Step 1. Make sure all spawn leave home, complete financially draining relationships, school, and start-up businesses. Step 2. Encourage the spawn to produce more spawn and present opportunities for Danzillah to modestly lavish second-generation super cute spawn with gifts. Finally, step 3. If Danzillahs are divorced, rely on Danzillah's seemingly innocent kin to introduce Danzillah to fun-loving, 420-friendly new mate who will encourage as much nerdy, dorky behavior as possible. And this now concludes phases of the creation of Danzillah. We thank you for joining us today. I am Marmalade Lovejoy, and good